Life has knocked you down. You're carrying the weight of mistakes, regrets, and missed opportunities. But listen closely. This isn't your destiny. It's just a chapter in your story. Today, we're turning the page. Your past may feel like a minefield of what-ifs and if-onlys. We've all been there. The promotion that slipped away, the relationship that fell apart, the chances you let go of. Those memories haunt you, don't they? But here's the truth. They don't define you. They never did. Today, we're going to rewire your mindset. We're transforming those past failures into fuel for your future. This isn't just about empty motivation. It's about becoming the person you're truly meant to be. Why does this matter? Because right now, you're fighting an uphill battle with one hand tied behind your back. Your past is holding you hostage, and it's time for a jailbreak. It doesn't matter if you're 16 or 60, whether you've hit rock bottom or are clawing your way to the top. This is your wake-up call. Are you ready to break free? Are you prepared to turn your scars into stars? Let's dive in and rewrite your story. Number 1. The weight of the past. Your past can feel like quicksand. The harder you struggle, the deeper you sink. You replay those moments, those failures, over and over like a broken record, stuck in the same groove. Think about it. How many times have you hesitated to take a chance because of what happened before? How often do you hear that nagging voice in your head saying, "Remember what happened last time"? It's paralyzing, isn't it? And it's not just in your imagination. Science backs this up. Our brains are hardwired to remember negative experiences more vividly than positive ones. This negativity bias might have helped our ancestors survive, but now it's holding you back from truly living. Imagine carrying a backpack and every regret, mistake, and missed opportunity is a rock you've added to it. Day by day, year by year, the weight piles on. How heavy is that pack now? How far can you run while carrying it? But here's the thing. It's not just you who's affected. That weight impacts everything. Your relationships, your career, your dreams. You're not showing up as your best self because you're stuck being your past self. And let's be honest, it's strangely comfortable, isn't it? Dwelling in the past gives you an excuse. I can't succeed because of what happened. It becomes a convenient way to avoid risks or vulnerability. But ask yourself, is that backpack worth the life you're missing out on? Are those old stories worth sacrificing your future for? Here's the hard truth. It might sting a little. Your past is only as powerful as the meaning you give it. You're the author of your story, yet you've handed the pen over to your past. It's time to take it back and start writing a new chapter. Number 2, reframing your story. Your past isn't a prison, it's a classroom. Every setback, every stumble, every faceplant into the dirt isn't failure. It's an education. Think about it. You learn to walk by falling. You learn to speak by babbling nonsense. Why should life be any different? Let's take a lesson from the Stoics, the ancient philosophers who understood this well. They believed external events don't harm us. It's our judgment about them that does the damage. Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor, put it perfectly. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. So how do we apply this? How do we turn the past from a heavy burden into a source of empowerment? Stop seeing yourself as a victim. You're not at the mercy of fate. You're a warrior in training. Every hit you've taken has toughened you up for what's ahead. Get curious. Instead of beating yourself up over past mistakes, ask, what can I learn from this? That failed relationship may have taught you what you truly value in a partner. Losing that job may have revealed your real passion. Practice gratitude. It might sound soft, but consider this. What if every bad thing that happened to you was setting you up for something better. That breakup made room for the right person. That setback at work pushed you towards starting the dream project you've been putting off. Here's a challenge. Take your biggest regret, the one that keeps you up at night, and find 3 ways it has made you stronger, wiser, or more resilient. Done? Good. That's the power of reframing. You've just turned poison into medicine. Your past doesn't define you. It refines you. This isn't about erasing what happened, but about changing the meaning you attach to it. You're not deleting your history, you're rewriting it. So, are you ready to stop being a prisoner of your past and become a student of it instead? Number 3. Learning from failure. Let's get real. Failure isn't your enemy, it's your greatest ally. Every time you fall, you're not falling behind, you're falling forward. Think back to your last failure, the disappointment, the shame, the doubt. It stings, doesn't it? But what if you could channel that energy and turn that pain into power? Epictetus, a Stoic philosopher who rose from slavery to become one of the greatest thinkers of his time, said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." Let that sink in. Your failure doesn't define you. Your response does. Here's the hard truth. Success is a lousy teacher. It's seductive, making you feel invincible. Failure, on the other hand, keeps you hungry, humble, and always learning. Have you ever met someone who's never failed? They're untested, unprepared, and soft. Now think about the people you admire, the ones who've achieved greatness. Their paths weren't straight lines. They were messy, full of missteps, failures, and comebacks. Take Thomas Edison. He failed over 1,000 times before inventing the light bulb. When asked about it, he famously said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." That's the mindset of a winner. Or consider J.K. Rowling. Before Harry Potter, she was a struggling, divorced, single mother living on welfare. Her first book was rejected by 12 publishers. Today, she's one of the most successful authors in history. These aren't just feel-good anecdotes, they're roadmaps. They show us that failure isn't the opposite of success. It's part of success. Here's what I want you to do. The next time you fail, and you will, because you're trying, celebrate it. Yes, celebrate. You've just discovered a way that doesn't work, bringing you one step closer to what does. Remember, the master has failed more times than the beginner has even tried. Every scar you bear is a lesson learned. Every setback sets you up for a comeback. As Seneca, another Stoic heavyweight, said, "Difficulties strengthen the mind as labor strengthens the body." Your failures aren't weakening you, they're forging you into something stronger, something better. So, make me a promise. The next time you fail, instead of beating yourself up, ask yourself, what did this teach me? How can I use this? How has this made me stronger? Here's the ultimate truth. You haven't truly failed until you quit. Everything else is just learning. So are you ready to turn your failures into fuel and fall forward? Number 4. The power of present focus. Your power isn't in the past or the future, it's in the present moment. Reliving past mistakes or worrying about the future drains you. Marcus Aurelius reminds us, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you'll find strength. When you're fully present, time disappears, and you achieve flow, the state where peak performance happens. How to stay present. Stop dwelling. The past is gone. The future isn't here yet. Focus on what's in front of you. Appreciate now. Epictetus said, "He is a wise man who does not grieve for the things he has not, but rejoices for those he has." Think of life like driving a car. The windshield is big for looking ahead, while the rearview mirror is small for glancing back. Stay focused on the road ahead. Challenge. For 24 hours, bring your mind back to the present whenever it drifts. Ask yourself, what can I do right now to move forward? Number 5. Breaking the chains of expectation. Your life isn't a script written by others, it's your story to tell. Society, family and friends have expectations, but those are their limitations, not yours. Lao Tzu said, "Care about what others think, and you will always be their prisoner." Steps to break free. Question the shoulds. Are these your goals or someone else's dreams? Live boldly. Don't settle for a life of quiet desperation. Pursue what sets your soul on fire. Redefine expectations. Write down others' expectations of you. Cross out the ones that don't align with your true self. At the end of your life, you won't regret the expectations you didn't meet. You'll regret the life you didn't live. Number 6. Shape your future. Your future isn't a distant land you stumble into. It's something you create today. Your past mistakes or current struggles don't define your future. Your actions and mindset do. Seneca said, "It's not because things are difficult that we dare not venture. It's because we dare not venture that things are difficult." How to build your future. Start climbing. The mountain may seem daunting, but progress is made one step at a time. Act now. Don't wait for the perfect moment. It doesn't exist. Visualize and execute. Write down your vision for the future and 3 actions you can take this week to move closer to it. Remember, your future isn't something that happens to you. It's something you shape. Every choice you make today is a brushstroke on the masterpiece of your life. So, are you ready to take control and design the future you've always dreamed of? Number 7. Turning pain into power. The pain you carry isn't a weight to hold you down. It's the fuel that can launch you to incredible heights. Every scar, every setback, every moment that brought you to your knees is energy waiting to be transformed. It's time to ignite it. Nietzsche, deeply influenced by Stoic thought, said, "That which does not kill us makes us stronger." But let's take it further. It doesn't just make you stronger. It can make you unstoppable. Think about this. Every hardship you faced has taught you something invaluable. Resilience, creativity, grit. These aren't just abstract concepts. They're tools you forged in the fire of adversity. Each one is a weapon in your arsenal, honed by struggle and sharpened by survival. The most influential figures in history aren't those who've had it easy. They're the ones who've walked through fire, emerged scorched but unbroken, and brought back a map to guide others through the flames. Turn your pain into power. Here's what I want you to do. Take your biggest pain point, the thing that haunts you, keeps you up at night. Ask yourself, how can I use this? How can this poison become medicine? Not just for yourself, but for others. That failed business. It could become the foundation of a mentorship program. That heartbreak. It could inspire art that moves others to tears. Your rock bottom. It could be the bedrock for someone else's breakthrough. This isn't about slapping on a fake smile and pretending you're fine. It's about staring your pain in the face, acknowledging its presence and respecting its power, then using it as the catalyst for something extraordinary. Remember, diamonds are nothing more than coal that handled unimaginable pressure. Your challenges are the same. They're refining you into something brilliant and enduring. The call to action. So I ask you, are you ready to stop being a victim of your circumstances? Are you ready to start being the alchemist of your life, turning pain into power? Take that first step. Start with what hurts the most and let it fuel the transformation you've been waiting for. The world doesn't need more people playing it safe. It needs you, bruised, battle-tested and brilliant, ready to rise. Number 8. Practical steps for change. All right, enough with the philosophy. Let's get to work. Ideas are powerful, but action turns them into reality. Knowledge without action? It's like owning a Ferrari with no gas. Impressive, but it's not going anywhere. Step 1. Self-reflection. Before bed, each night ask yourself 3 questions. 1. What did I learn today? 2. How did I grow? 3. What can I do better tomorrow? This isn't just journaling, it's a mindset shift. You're training your brain to focus on progress instead of perfection. Step 2. Practice gratitude. Every morning write down 3 things you're grateful for. They don't have to be monumental. A good cup of coffee or a sunny day counts. Gratitude rewires your brain to notice the positives in life, steering you away from negativity. Step 3. Reframe self-talk. Catch yourself when you say things like, "I always mess up," or "I'm not good enough." Replace those with, "I'm learning," "I'm improving every day." Your words shape your reality, so choose them wisely. Step 4. Create a failure. Resume list your biggest failures and the lessons you learned from them. This isn't about wallowing in regret. It's about celebrating resilience. Your failures are proof that you can fall and still rise stronger. Step 5. Practice mindfulness. Spend 10 minutes a day focusing on your breath and being present. This builds mental strength, helping you stay in the moment instead of being stuck in the past or anxious about the future. Step 6. Set goals and reverse engineer. Then break big dreams into manageable steps. Want to run a marathon? Start with a 5K. Want to write a book? Commit to a page a day. Small, consistent actions lead to big results. Step 7. Face your fears. Do one thing every day that scares you. It doesn't have to be monumental. Speak up in a meeting, try a new workout, or have a tough conversation. Each step builds courage and proves you can handle discomfort. Number 9. Overcoming challenges. This journey isn't going to be easy. Obstacles will appear, doubts will creep in, and old habits will try to pull you back. But here's the key. The obstacle is the way. Marcus Aurelius once said, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." Every challenge you face is an opportunity to grow stronger, sharpen your skills, and evolve into the person you were meant to become. Challenge 1. The voice of doubt. That nagging voice in your head saying, "You're not good enough," or "You'll never change." Silence it with action. Prove it wrong every single day. You are not your thoughts. You are the one who decides which thoughts to believe. Your call to action. The past is a place of reference, not a place of residence. Who said that? It doesn't matter. What matters is whether you're ready to live it. Are you prepared to stop being a prisoner of your history and start being the architect of your destiny? Look around you. The guy at the gym pushing through his last rep, even as every muscle screams to quit. He's not just building muscle, he's building resilience. The woman giving a presentation despite her hands trembling. She's not just sharing information, she's conquering fear. These are modern-day Stoics. They aren't wearing togas or speaking in ancient forums. They're in boardrooms, classrooms, and even looking back at you in the mirror. Take Ryan Holiday, for example. He turned ancient Stoic wisdom into best-selling books and a thriving career. He didn't let his past as a college dropout define him. He used it to fuel his success. Or think about Rear Admiral James Stockdale. who endured 7.5 years as a prisoner of war in Vietnam. His secret weapon, Stoic philosophy. He said, "I never lost faith in the end of the story. I never doubted that I would get out and prevail in the end and turn the experience into the defining event of my life, which, in retrospect, I would not trade." These aren't superhumans. They're people like you who decided to take control of their stories. And the challenge: start today, not tomorrow, not next week, right now. 1. Pick one thing you've been avoiding, something you've let fear or past failures hold you back from. 2. Take the first step. Courage isn't the absence of fear, it's action in the face of it. Write this quote from Marcus Aurelius, somewhere you'll see it daily. "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." A message to your future self. Picture your future self. They're watching you. They're waiting to see if you'll take this moment seriously. Will you make them proud? Go out there and show the world what you're made of. Remember, you're not just capable of change. You are the change. Let's do this.